Alright, so we're picking up examples where we left off yesterday. So we're going to start with number 14. Say to write a polynomial function of minimum degree in standard form with real coefficients whose zeros and their multiplicities include those listed. Okay, so if it says, well, here, I'll just write down what this problem is and then I'll explain it. So 14, we have negative 1 of multiplicity 3. And we have 3 of multiplicity 1. So when it says multiplicity and how many, that's how many times that is a zero that occurs. So there are 3 zeros at negative 1. So when we write down the parentheses for what's going to get multiplied.
Negative ones.
Huh?
There's 3 that are going to be.
Yeah, there's going to be 3. But obviously this is x equals negative 1. So we're going to move it over to. Yeah. So we have x equals negative 1, and that's occurring 3 times. And then we have x equals 3, and that's just occurring 1 time. Okay, I'm just writing. You don't have to write this particular step out. I'm just doing it so we see it. So we add the 1 over. So x plus 1 equals 0. X minus 3 equals 0. So then I'm going to set it up. F of x is equal to x plus 1 cubed times x minus 3. And then we've actually got to multiply it out. So x plus 1 times x plus 1 times x plus 1 times x minus 3. I typically will do FOIL the first 2 and then FOIL the next 2, and then I'll super FOIL the whole thing just because it makes your life a little bit easier. So what did the first 2 FOIL into?
X squared plus x plus 1. That's a lot simpler.
The perfect square trinomial.
That would have been very fun to recognize.
2x minus 3.
And then now you just got to super FOIL it. So I'm going to actually slide over because that way I have more room to. All right, so what does that multiply to?
X to the 4th minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x cubed minus 4x squared
Okay, I need to
minus
rewrite
6x
this because I need more room.
plus x squared minus 2x minus 3.
And then you just got to simplify the stuff that goes together.
The 2x cubed goes away. And then you x to the 4th negative 6x squared. And then negative 8x and 3 minus 3.
So that's in standard form with real coefficients. And the number of, when it says multiplicity 3 and multiplicity 1, that means that your max x value should be x to the 4th. So however many multiplicities are, that's what your biggest variable should be. So I'll kind of help you know if you did it right too. All right, 16.
What helps you know if you put this?
If all the multiplicities add to
Oh.
your greatest.
Oh, that makes sense. I was confused about what you meant by that, and then I realized that this one was cool.
All right, so same instruction, 16. Got negative 1 of multiplicity 2. And negative 2 minus I multiplicity 1.
Love. Are you kidding me? Love.
So what are my zeros?
Do we have to have the other one or no?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking if you're gonna catch.
Aw.
So -2 plus I also has to be there. Okay, that's also going to be multiplicity 1.
What has to be there? You have to have the i's and
You have to have the conjugate pair for the I one.
So x equals -1. X equals -2 minus I. And x equals -2 plus I. Split the first one half of the case.
And you just set it up. And then you can multiply that out. Do y'all actually want to go through it, multiplying it, or are you good with me just leaving it like that?
Yes.
Do you have any tricks for this one? Like the last one you said just multiply both sides, or would you actually like
I mean, I would still do like these two, and then I would do these two, because these two are going to have stuff that cancel. And part of the conjugate pair is what's going to make it do that. So it'll kind of be like big and long at first, but like it won't like stay that way, because everything is going to cancel down.
Should you, okay, so after you FOIL those two together, should you cancel and then FOIL again, or should you FOIL and then cancel?
Cancel first.
Okay.
Yeah, because it'll make it easier if you do that. Yeah, it'll help to like make your life easier when you go to multiply stuff.
so should we like not have no, there shouldn't be
Skip those. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do one of the, find all the zeros and write a linear factorization of the function problem. So this is kind of similar to what we were doing in the last section with the finding all possible zeros, and then, like, looking at which ones we think will work, and then, like, solving it. We're just going, like, a step farther with it now.
Can you write the answer for 16 up there, see if we got it right, or do you not have it?
I don't have it on that paper, but I can, yes. If I can get pages will not stick together. Should be x to the 4th plus 6x cubed plus 14x squared plus 14x plus 5.
Okay. I got it. That's cool. That's okay, though. I also accidentally wrote 24.
Do y'all want me to do it? Do y'all want me to multiply it?
Well, I don't understand where the 6x cubed, I guess so, because I don't know where, like, half that came from.
Okay, let me jump down here. So this is going to factor into x squared plus 2x plus 1.
Yeah.
And then over here, x squared plus 2x minus xi plus 2x plus 4 minus 2i plus xi plus 2i minus I squared.
Is I squared negative 1 or no? Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe positive 1?
Yeah, so that's going to become
Oh, well, that's one mistake I made.
positive 1. Let's see, the two x's are positive. Minus xi and positive xi are going to cancel.
And then
Minus 2i plus 2i. So then x squared plus 2x plus 1 times x squared plus 4x plus 5
I forgot to multiply again. That's probably what the problem is.
x to the 4th plus 4x cubed plus 5x squared plus 2x cubed plus 8x squared plus 10x plus x squared plus 4x plus 5. So then x to the 4th plus 6x cubed plus 14x squared plus 4x, wait, 14. I was trying to find all the things and I skipped over the 10x plus 5.
That makes sense. I just didn't multiply him.
I did negative I squared as negative 1 instead of positive 1. So then that makes me mad.
We're telling her that I'll say this, yeah, she's like, don't do that.
I cracked my back last night and my mom told me to not do that. She was like, Joy, you can seriously injure your spine. I was like, okay,
Doctor was like,
thank you.
you're gonna.
Sometimes I just have to.
And I was like, it feels like something's
Like,
like
it feels
inside my back, like
Yeah,
when I don't
like,
crack
I
it.
have to.
My chiropractor just showed me like the safe way to do it.
That's nice. My doctor literally just said stretch. It'll go away. And I said, I don't think that'll work.
You shouldn't do it like, basically they said like don't do it like sitting down because you can like over twist and then like that's when you can like mess something up. They are like lay down and like twist like your one leg
know,
over
that's what I
and like
do.
leave your back, like that's
what I
fine.
do, and then my
That we
mom
do
was
in
like,
volleyball where we're
That's
like
what we do
this.
in gym.
That's what cracks my
I was
back.
gonna say
that
that's
cracks
just
my
fine.
butt. Like
Every
whenever
time
we
I'm
do
like-
it in practice, I like do it a little bit extra to make sure my back cracks.
Mine never cracked. Is that good?
Mine always
Mine doesn't
cracks.
crack either.
No, it's
Well,
like
you have to
once
make sure,
you do
your
it more.
distal, once you do it once, you can't do it again.
The reason why it cracks your back is because your distal ends are your fingers and your toes, so you want them going in literal opposite directions. So if your hand, the flatter your arm is on the ground and the flatter your leg is on the ground, the more chance of your back cracking.
And if your back never cracks, it's not bad. It's just like,
Yeah.
like the more you
Just
crack
not
your fingers,
tension.
the more the fluid fills your fingers. If that makes sense. So the more you have to crack your fingers. So the more you do it, the more consistent you have to do it. Or it feels weird.
Like, I just full
Oh,
on-
yeah. I just don't like twist as far if I'm like sitting. Or I'll just like do that. So
You
it's not
scared
like-
crack your back really well. That's probably not
Yeah.
good at all.
Well, sometimes if I have like nothing behind me, I'll like push my back, and then it chill.
Yeah, they did that to me for the first time yesterday. I like laid on my stomach and like I've never actually had somebody like do that thing where you like push down.
Oh,
She like did
Caroline's
that,
done it to
and I was
me.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, that feels so weird. But my back wouldn't crack the other way like they normally do it, so like they had to do it that way, and I was like, oh, I like the other way better.
I think going to the chiropractor might hurt a little bit, but
It does, but it feels
so
good.
nice.
My aunt was a chiropractor, and whenever we'd go to visit her, my mom would always make her crack her backs and like do her
Okay.
whole thing.
That's how
on
Kelly
us.
is.
I
And
think you
it
should invite your
scared
aunt
me.
to a volleyball
Like,
game.
it scared me. Well, she lives in
Oh,
Florida,
she's
and I don't
in
really
Florida.
talk to her that much, but whenever she did it to me as a kid, I would be so scared.
I think
It would
maybe
hurt so bad and then feel so good.
I should see her at nationals, and I can be like,
She's
hey,
like
I heard
crazy
you were a
rich.
Milo fan.
It's like insane. She's not technically my aunt, but we call her our aunt. But they don't hold chiropractor.
All right,
Are we
so
gonna do
I
the
want to.
opposite?
What?
Are we gonna like undo this and do the opposite and find multitudes?
In the multitudes.
Crazy guys.
You gonna go out with the disciples too?
Yeah, the multiplicity.
No, that's not what we're doing. All right, so if I want to find all possible factors, how would I set this up?
If you're wanting to what's that one?
Find all possible factors.
The one over 69 or 69 over.
Snuggles only have to do this.
Yeah.
For real, guys.
Oh, 69? Are you kidding me?
Mom can't be mad. So it's Lewis. I have to snuggle with this.
6. No.
I hate doing this.
It's
Oh.
like,
Okay.
it's not hard. It's
One,
just so
23.
tiny.
Plus or minus 1. Plus or minus 3, I think.
23. Somewhere in there.
I don't think.
Wait,
this is-
wait. We missed 2. No, that's not. Never mind.
It's isn't 13. No.
Because 3 times 23 is 69. So those two are right next to each other. So then the other one is 69.
Oh.
And then you just have plus or minus 1. That's so nice.
All right,
Also, it's literally just those. You don't even have to do
graph it and tell me which one or ones.
I don't have
Nope.
a calculator.
Do you need to use mine?
Probably, but it's a lot of work.
No, get your calculator out right now.
Right
I'm just gonna leave
now,
it here.
Ariel. Right now. Right now.
Well, you can come get it.
In 4th period.
I miss Rufus.
Me too.
I miss
You should just bring him to school.
Yeah.
I'll bring
I'm sure all the teachers would rather him be at
Yeah,
school.
we should have.
Oh, I need to text my
Bring
girl.
your back
See if
to
she
school
wants to
day.
visit.
Yeah.
Get him trained as like an emotional support dog, and then you can bring him to school.
That's why I want
Really?
to do with Jasper.
Yeah. Oh, please, while we text mom.
It's a lot of schooling. Kenny's aunt's dog is an emotional support dog and goes to the hospital and like sees people and stuff.
I feel like Rufus would brighten people. It's not on the
I am
line.
taking care of Rufus this weekend. Can I bring him by?
Like, it's not on the line.
She needs dogs. My Nini? Yeah, oh, maybe she didn't want one.
Is there one that
Yes.
looks like it could
No,
be?
it's not that she needs dogs. It's that, she wants one, but she doesn't
I
want
got
one.
it. Mine
She doesn't
Why
want
is my
one.
graphic points wrong?
But she needs one. She needs some kind of
3.
X
Yeah.
cubed
So-
minus 10x
All right.
squared plus 44 minus 69. Why didn't
Plus
it
44.
Is that the only one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
It's Zoom 6, right?
Yes.
the first part of the math, you're gonna like.
Why it's not
Second part of the math, don't hate me.
It's not good.
All right, so this is the number that we're trying, so we're putting it in the box. Copying down the numbers. Okay, some of these may have missing terms. If they're missing, just a reminder, put a 0. So 1, negative 10, 44, negative 69.
This is horrible.
All right, bring down the 1. Times 3 is 3. Minus 10, negative 7. Times 3, negative 21. What is that, 23? Times 3, 69, 0. So, therefore, x minus 3.
You said, of course, that would be
Huh?
It's not Rufus.
That was a-
Oh, I thought you were talking something I said. I was like, I don't think I said anything like that.
I wonder why I don't. It was on. I don't know left it on. Okay.
It'll be alright.
Did I tell you that?
Now,
Automatically, how did you leave it on?
Taylor, hit zoom 6.
Good job, Taylor. You are the best.
It's still turning out like that.
Let me see it. Let me see it, Taylor.
It's
Talk.
like just wrong.
Give it to me. Like, hand me the.
Might have a plot or something weird on. All right, so now, the fun part.
Yay, and
I like
that's-
This was an x cubed term. Now that I've taken a factor out, this is an x squared term. So I copy them down. X squared minus 7x plus 23. And I need to factor this.
Excuse me. 23. You have to use the quadratic one.
Have to use the quadratic formula.
What? That's not okay.
So, everybody stare at Ariel.
Not, it's
Only person
actually
that's
It's actually kind of Taylor.
Yeah.
from where you're at.
All right, so plugging it in, negative b, which is a negative 7, so it's going to be positive. So 7 plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 49, minus 4 times a times c, so 4 times 1 times 23,
Whoa, this is intense.
all over 2 times 1.
Wait,
Man, I'm hungry.
oh my gosh.
What?
I said I'm hungry.
Not the
Buy a donut.
I don't have any money on
This
me,
happens
so.
all the time.
Yo, if I give you $2, will you pay me back?
No.
And I'm not. Never mind.
Okay,
You're alright.
all that is. 1 second, please. What is going on? 49 minus 4.
Your thing is
So it's
not
49 minus 92, right?
Negative 40.
I can
Negative
math.
43.
Yes, negative 43.
So 7 plus or minus the square root of negative 43, all over 2.
Okay.
If I have a negative under the radical, what happens?
I.
That is so.
7 plus or minus I root 43. Is 43 something that can have something pulled out of it?
Shouldn't happen.
It's a prime number, right?
Correct.
Woo! Go team.
So-
That's the answer?
No.
Oh,
If we have to put that in an equation, I'm actually going to leave. And never
Get out
come
now.
back.
Should we leave?
Never,
Should we
ever
leave?
come back. I'm just kidding.
She smiled. I really feel like
Well,
No.
f of x is
No.
equal to.
She only said, please don't hate me. She
Taylor,
didn't
talk.
say it was off the.
Taylor, talk. Are you listening?
he said it
I
nicely though.
got it to work. Just use the red one. I
What?
tried using the green one, and the green one didn't work either. But use the red one.
What are we talking about?
Why?
The graph,
Taylor?
my
God.
graph screen
Taylor
only
was
works in
working.
one of the light.
Like Berkeley, this is how Berkeley just handed me your calculator.
Okay. F of x equals x minus 3
Okay. Got it. Use y. Use the y2 one. not
times.
Where does this x minus 3? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Don't answer me.
No.
I got it.
Please no. Please no.
These are zeros, meaning to move them over, I've got to subtract it over. So, x minus 7 plus I root 43 over 2.
Huh?
Wait, how do we know if it's? Never mind. Don't. Oh no.
X minus 7 minus I root 43 over 2.
That is just not it.
And that's your answer.
Oh,
Never
If
mind,
you
good.
multiplied it, you'd get back to this.
Oh, okay.
But we're not gonna multiply it.
You have to
Ever.
check it.
Praise the lamb.
No.
I wasn't
Yeah,
about
but-
to.
Praise the Lamb.
I thought you guys say praise the Lord and then you say
She goes,
lamb.
praise the Lamb.
Why did we all make?
I have not laughed as hard as I laughed yesterday during physics class in a long time.
Why did you?
What
When
did
Hope
you do?
fell out of her chair.
No. We were okay. We got on the topic of the Easter Bunny somehow. I really don't know how this came up, And I was like, yeah, the EB. And then, like, from Hop, the movie Hop, when he's like, I'm the Easter Bunny, I'm EB, or something like that. Okay? Like, anyways, so we got talking about that, and then I told them a story about how when we were playing, like, the Heads Up game or whatever, my mom was like, we were like, the Battery Bunny, and she was like, the Duracell Bunny. And we were like, what? Like, we just were, like, so in shock that she, like, didn't get it right. And so then Melcher goes, well, you know why he was arrested, right? He was arrested for battery. Like, like, it was the context of the conversation because we were already laughing, and then, like, I literally almost fell off my stool. And Logan almost fell out of his chair.
Wait, did you do your seagull laugh?
Oh
I wish I love that laugh.
It was so funny. I was, like, dying. Like, I text Catherine and was like, dude, my student just told me the funniest story. Or, like, the funniest joke. And I told her, and I don't think she thought it was as funny as me.
Oh my gosh. At least it was Melcher.
Melcher always does that when we play video games. We were trying to
doing any
concentrate. He
more
just tries to make the
examples? Are we
stupidest
doing
joke, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
we'll do one more.
bruh, can you relax? I'm trying to. Oh, you can do glitchy.
Oh my
I'm like, oh, you play Rainbow.
So that was
I'm
enough.
use the
Be
Y2
like 1-3,
slot of
and
my
I'm just
calculator
sweating
for it to
so
work.
hard.
Because if you use the Y1, it's
What?
use Y3, it's wrong. Use Y2 though, it's the right one.
Alright, so the next ones, they tell you that something is a given zero, and then it wants you to find all the zeros and write a linear factorization. Okay, when it says linear factorization, this is what it means.
How much space is it going to take about the same amount of space as that one?
Yeah, about.
Okay, 'cause I don't have that much stuff.
Well, we're gonna do another example on Tuesday, but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, we don't have school Monday. That's crazy.
4i is a zero of f of x equal to x to the fourth plus 13x squared minus 48.
That's a lot of information.
I'm excited.
Why?
What's the problem? I think it's going to be fun.
What are you excited for?
The problem.
Oh,
Yay.
Why is there? Oh, never mind.
I thought you were
No,
talking about the
never
tournament.
mind,
I was
never
like.
mind.
Well, I'm not excited about that.
Alright, so this one, it's not super bad. What?
Not super bad.
It's not that bad.
How is 4?
It tells you what 1 0 is, but thus, what do you also know?
There's 4.
Negative 4.
Negative 4i is also a 0.
There's 4. Well, I said 4 because x 4, because she said the amount of zeros should be.
So I should have 4 parentheses by the time I'm done.
See?
Berkeley, you're
So yes,
smart.
that is
Hopefully
a
it's
key
just because
piece of information. I should have 4 of them.
Good job, Berkeley.
Thanks, guys.
Did you just break
Very
your phone?
proud of you.
No.
Probably.
No. No. Broke
She's
the
just over
lid.
here stabbing it with her pencil.
She broke the lid, not the cup.
Ow.
Alright, so 4i is going in the box.
But it's not real.
Doesn't matter.
All
Alright,
That was weird.
what numbers
We
what
said-
numbers go here?
1, 0, 13, negative.
13, 0,
No,
negative 4x.
I know.
48.
I mean,
That's not right. That's not
Why did I
right.
say that?
Wait a second.
I was like, huh?
I just.
It was a 5 a.m. type of, well, 5:30 a.m. type
Dude,
of
we've been
morning.
doing homework like all week. Like I've only had a few waking moments and not been doing homework this week in my
Wait,
grade.
Oh my gosh,
you
I
guys-
know.
you
I
guys
literally
been
had
doing
like homework in
homework all
every
week?
class, like every day.
Even Wednesday.
You
That's
should
almost
try
every
it
class.
sometime.
It feels
It's
great.
a big stress reliever. I highly suggest.
Try what?
Doing your homework.
Yeah, I feel
I've been
so
doing my homework.
Alright, so bring the 1 down. 4i. 4i. 16i squared, which is negative 16.
The cheese balls.
Negative 3.
Wait a minute.
Negative 12i.
What's happening here?
Negative 12i.
Where's
How
the
did the I
I
go away?
Because you multiplied. I got this.
It was underneath
I
my
was
bed,
squared.
behind a crack.
Holy cow! What is going on? Are you feeling okay?
Oh my god.
Wait, did you get the problem right?
Yes.
Alright, negative 48i squared, so positive 48. 0.
Do you have to do it twice?
Yeah.
For synthetic division?
Oh, we're gonna do it a lot more than that.
No.
Whatever you guys say, you get something wrong with Ariel's YouTube.
Alright, so we know that's 1. So now I'm left with this was an x to the 4th term. So now this is x cubed plus 4ix squared minus 3x minus 12i.
I don't like this section at all.
So now I'm going to use negative 4i,
This is not good.
negative 4i, and then copy down everything. 1, 4i, negative 3, negative 12i.
Oh, we have to do it again because of negative.
Can't see the thing.
He can stay the night at her house. Can you stay over there with him?
I can't see the board. I need to see this.
Just, I would stay.
All right, so we're bringing it down.
Hold up, we use the numbers from the previous one?
Yeah,
How do you know which one to use first then? Before I.
it doesn't matter.
Oh.
You can get out of your dad's.
Negative 4i, and then it'll be at 0.
That's cool. That's
And
cool.
Well, there's really no point going over there.
negative 4i again.
Nope, 0 times that.
Oh, 0. My bad. And then negative 3,
Did you tell him
and then 12i, and then 0.
so bad. No, you should be dead. You know you should be dead.
So this also does verify for you that what they told you is a true statement.
Don't you have to do it until you don't have any numbers? Oh, never mind.
So a lot of times after I'm done, I'll go ahead and write these as their factors.
That sucks. I'm excited.
So this was x cubed. Okay, so this is now x squared. So x squared minus 3. So now I can just, since this is simple enough, it's something that I can do. I set it equal to 0. X squared is equal to 3. So then x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 3. Meaning my other factors then are x plus the square root of 3 and x minus the square root of 3. So now I can write my linear factorization. F of x is equal to x minus 4i, x plus 4i, x plus the square root of 3, x minus the square root of 3.
So pretty much keep doing the synthetic division until you get to something simple enough like an x squared term to solve it. Okay.
Last night, in the middle of the night, a picture fell off the wall, and it sounded like someone was robbing her house. And she just started barking. I woke up and I called my mom, and my mom, she was like, checking it out, and there was just a picture. And then there was some like hitting of the wall, and then they went back to bed. I'm like, okay. I really thought someone robbed her house. So.
All right. I'm gonna leave the last example for Tuesday just so that we have something that we can like review when we come in. But you'll have Tuesday in class to work on the stuff. Because I don't want you to have homework for the long weekend. I want you to have the weekend off. But I will go ahead and tell you what the problems are. So if you're like, well, I'm gonna have a really busy week next week, and I don't want to risk like not finishing the work in class or something, then you can do that. Did I actually give you all problems yesterday?
Yeah, you gave us 1, 3, 7, and 11.
Okay.
1, 3, 7, 11.
1, 3, 7, 11.
So I'm just gonna rewrite 1, 3, 7, 11, 15, 23, 29, 33, 37, and 41. But you cannot do 37 or 41 yet.
So is it going to be due like on Wednesday, so like if you don't finish in class Tuesday, or at the end of Tuesday?
It'll be due on Wednesday at the start of class.
1, 3, 7,